It's June 19th and I am about to turn my compost pile because I have some weeds that I pulled from the garden yesterday and I want to dump that on it. But first I am going to turn my compost pile because I do that once a week. So before I layer in those materials, I'm going to turn it first. I just have this rake doing it because I do not know what I did with my compost fork. Now, just for curiosity, let's check how the pile is heating up. It's almost 70 degrees outside right now, but let's just check this compost to see where we're at. And if you look closely, I don't know if the camera is doing it any justice, but you will see the steam coming up from this pile. And that's because of the different layers of materials here with carbon and nitrogen that's heating it up real good. And look at all the earthworms we have in here, just doing their job, breaking down all this material, turning it into healthy soil for the garden. They are everywhere. See that? That's what the earthworms like. So they work that material and they break it down, get that compost materials broken down and ready for the garden beds. Alright, so right here you can see we're probably at about 82 degrees in here. So it's heating up pretty decent, but we definitely want it much hotter than that. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish turning this thing and then I'm gonna water it in as I go along. I have my buckets right here, and over here I have rainwater that I collected from the runoff right there. So that's what I'm gonna be using to water in my compost materials. And this is a hot composting method. See all that steam coming up. Pretty cool, huh? And look how this stuff is breaking down, y'all. It breaks down to soil, literally soil. Some materials break down faster than others. This is going to be ready to be used in about 6 months to a year. And look at this. I don't have the need to buy any wigglers. They're everywhere because I create that environment and that space for them to multiply and to thrive in the habitat that's provided for them, and so they show up. Look at these dry leaves right here. These are from last year's fall season, and if you just move them, look at that. Uh-oh, look at all these worms. So all I do is just I rake it into the compost pile. Look at that. Creates good potting soil under there. Look at this soil here. See that? Good, light, healthy, organic soil. They are so plentiful that sometimes I have to be careful where I walk while turning the compost because I don't want to step on them. But look at that, guys. They're just everywhere. Now with this compost, once this is broken down and I transfer it to my garden beds, whether it containers, raised beds, or in-ground beds, these earthworms also get transported to the area wherever I'm putting the compost in. And there are just so many benefits as far as having earthworms present in your soil, because as they burrow and they create airflow in the soil so that your plants can stay healthy, because with these earthworms work in the soil, the roots can easier spread through the soil and are able to better soak up all the nutrients that that plant need to grow and to thrive and to bear fruit. Now, earthworms also deposit worm castings in the soil, and this improves the soil structure because, like I said earlier, it increases aeration, it improves drainage, and also because of the soil's consistency with the earthworm castings, it also enhances moisture retention. So it's vital to create an environment to encourage earthworms to live in it. And please do it as natural as possible. You're going to get better results. I don't use any chemical or anything artificial in my garden, and I just prefer it that way. Alright, so the compost pile is now turned, and I am going to add this layer of garden waste to it. And so the next layer that I'm going to be putting in here is a layer of brown, because we have now the greens and the browns. I'm going to get it from right here in this leaf pile. And also I am going to be cleaning out this area here where the turkeys are, and I'm going to be dumping that right on top of that compost pile, so it will continue to heat up. So here it is, layer by layer. 4 feet by 4 feet is the highest I'm going to be making this. And so when it gets to that size and that height, I am going to create another one right here. I'm going to probably move this over here. This is from last year, so I'm going to move this over to this area here and start another compost pile right here in this space. So this is pretty much a system I have going every year for my compost and for creating soil. I don't buy soil because I just have sufficient materials with my operation here, raising my meat birds, my layers, and my turkeys. And so that's definitely sufficient material. And also the garden greens. Still doing some garden cleanup here. So all this is going to go in the compost pile, all these greens right here. And tons of leaves in the fall. It's a lot of work, but nevertheless, I am enjoying it. I have the time for it, and that's pretty much it. So I wanted to come out here real quick and dump that yard waste that I gathered yesterday in the compost pile, and then I realized, you know what, I need to turn it. And so that's what I did this morning. As far as working outdoors, I'm going to head inside because it's already humid. It's going to be 90 plus degrees today. It's going to feel like 100, they're saying. The chickens are all set. They have feed and water and shaded area. They have the indoor run. I am going to check on them during the day to see how they're doing, how they're holding up. And that's about it. So this is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and choose the all option, so that way you would get the notifications for all my newly uploaded content. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.